In this video, we've compiled the undercover bosses who surprised employees with life-changing offers. Without further ado, let's get started. Albert from Hirsch & Family Entertainment.
Holy cow.
You can't hurt the strollers, so don't be afraid of the strollers. Just watch out for yourself. And we're just gonna go ahead and stockpile over here for right now.
Okay. Will we go through all these in one day?
Well, we sure hope to today. Wow. Saturday is usually a pretty busy day. And let's go ahead and knock some more down back here.
All right.
Yeah.
He's a very fast-working guy. It's hard to keep up with him.
The president and CEO of Hirsch & Family Entertainment, Joel Manby, posed as John and infiltrated one of his company's theme parks to observe how things are going. Joel is taken under the wing of Albert, who's been working there for 6 years. Albert instructs Joel on the things he needs to know. As Joel and Albert took their break later in the day, Albert expressed his real passion for amusement parks.
I love the theme park industry. I'd really like to get into designing if I could, you know, if that's something that I'm
design attractions.
Design attractions, yeah. I've been working on a couple designs, and I've got some if you wouldn't mind seeing them.
No, I wouldn't mind at all. Cool.
So this one is set on Lake Silver. It's a man-made lake here at the park. You're underwater at this point, you're underwater at this point.
Do other coasters go underwater like that?
To my knowledge, there's not a coaster that goes underwater. So that's a benefit to it.
Joel was impressed by what Albert showed him. He asked the young man if he wanted to pursue an education that would hone his talents further.
Do you want to go to a design school?
I don't know yet. That's the problem, is that I come from a pretty poor family. We weren't well off in any sense. And so I have to work to go to school, and I'm trying to go to school for work. I'm just doing 10 hours this semester, and then working 40+ hours a week also. Wow.
The pair continued talking, and not knowing he was talking to the CEO of the company, Albert told Joel that he would one day want to be the CEO himself. Joel's admiration for Albert's ambition and passion for the job only grew as the day continued. At the big reveal, Joel expressed how much he wanted to help Albert achieve his dreams.
You're trying to work full-time, and you're trying to go to school at night. You've inspired me to start a scholarship program. I should tell you, you're going to be the first recipient. You're going to get to go to school full-time. You don't have to work all day. You don't have to go to school at night.
The offer of a full scholarship made Albert emotional, but Joel added to it by making a simple request.
That's amazing.
Well, you deserve it. All we ask is that you know, in the summertime, when you're not going to school full-time,
Back to work?
Come back to work.
I'd love to. You can't keep me away from the place.
We need a lot of people like you with your kind of passion, your kind of enthusiasm.
Angel from Modell Sporting Goods.
Hi, are you the contestant?
I'm the contestant.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Angel.
I said I'm working with you today.
Yes, you are working with me today. How's it sound?
Let's do it.
All right, great.
The CEO of Modell Sporting Goods, Mitchell Modell, posed as Joey, a new employee of his sporting goods company. His cover story is of a former pizza owner who wants to open a sports store. Mitchell starts his new job and is assigned to train under the sales associate Angel.
This is GAME. It's an acronym that was made up by our company, and what it shows is basically great customer service. G in GAME is greet every customer with what can I help you find?
My first impression of Angel is I'm blown away. The understanding how important customer service is, and it's great to see a CEO of things that I totally believe in is being filtered down at store level.
Angel teaches Mitchell about the importance of customer service, and this leaves Mitchell with a very good impression of her and the store. Inside the stockroom, Angel asked Mitchell about why his pizza shop shut down.
Why did you close your pizza shop?
I had it for about 12 years, and there's too much competition on the street. I closed it up about 6 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a very sad thing happening to me. And
Joey, I think you're very brave. And you know what? Sometimes you may have ups and sometimes you may have downs, but as long as you drive yourself, you're going to be fine.
Angel comforted and encouraged Mitchell. Then, Angel shared how she currently lives in a homeless shelter with her 3 kids and how life is difficult. Angel seemed upbeat despite the difficulties she shared. Mitchell was moved to tears. He found it heartbreaking to know what Angel will face when she returns home. When it was time to reveal his true identity, Mitchell couldn't hold back his emotions. He expressed his admiration for Angel and offered her gifts that would change her life.
the way you care about the company, you're the kind of leaders that we want in our company. And that's why I'm promoting you to assistant manager.
What? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I can't believe this.
We're giving you a $14,000 raise.
What?
You deserve it.
Oh, Lord.
Leo from Chiquita Brands International.
I'm gonna time you to see how fast you can do it. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004.
Yeah, this is harder than I thought. Man, you gotta go fast. That machine is going too fast.
Chiquita Brand's international chairman and CEO Fernando Aguirre donned a disguise in Season 2, Episode 6 of the show to start working for his company that produces bananas and other produce. Fernando goes into the fields to harvest lettuce with some of his employees. He gets trained for this job by the lettuce harvest coordinator, Leo.
Hey, my guy, you do it in 2 seconds. If there's bad product going in the bin, we'll reject the whole load.
That's very strict.
Because we want our best in our salads. We want the best in the bag. That's what we want. What the harvester needs, they need good speed and production.
Fernando was finding it difficult to keep up with the speed and efficiency needed for the job. When Fernando and Leo took their break, Fernando asked Leo about his family back home.
I would like her to have a job working from Monday to Friday, you know. Because, I mean,
agriculture stuff.
it's a little bit on the difficult side.
Yeah. And your wife, she's also from Mexico?
Yes, she's from Mexico. But she just works only in Arizona.
Oh, so you live there?
Yeah.
You just come here part of the year and work?
It's a little bit on the difficult side.
Essentially, he's not seeing his family. It's a major sacrifice, huge sacrifice.
Fernando was moved by what he learned about Leo. Later, Fernando revealed his identity to Leo and poured praise on the hardworking man.
Leo, I truly appreciated your personal commitment to Chiquita and to our consumers. I had seen a lot of good trainers, but I think you're one of the best trainers I've met.
Thanks.
Also knowing that you go back and forth to Arizona and Salinas, and you spend so little time with your family.
We gotta do what we gotta do because we gotta feed our family.
Fernando continued by offering to provide Leo opportunities that would make a huge impact on his life.
You know a little bit about my story. I just became an American citizen, and I want you to have also the American dream. This is such a great country, and I want to make sure that we help you achieve that dream. In fact, we're going to pay for you to file your paperwork.
Wow.
For American citizenship.
Oh my God.
Does that work?
That'll work. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Jose from 1-800-Flowers.
You come stagnant here, going this way.
Chris McCann, COO of 1-800-Flowers, went undercover at one of the stores of his floral and foods gift retailer and distribution company. There, he met the 19-year-old production manager, Jose.
How old are you? 19. I started with the general helper. Yeah. It's kind of what you're doing now, cleaning up, sweeping, taking out garbage, cleaning the coolers. And after a while, eventually over the years, my boss, I was ready for the position.
While Jose was helping Chris with the general tasks, Jose shared about his experience in the company and how he moved up to his position at such a young age.
What it was, I was young. My father passed away at an early age when I was 12.
Oh yeah,
So things was tough financially. So my mom, she was struggling with bills and stuff. So I started looking for a part-time job.
Jose shared more about his personal life and financial challenges to Chris.
I had a respect for Jose from just working with him. And then when I realized his life story, you can't help but have the utmost respect for somebody like that.
Chris was deeply moved and gained enormous respect for Jose for working so hard at such a young age to support his mother. At the big reveal, Chris was eager for Jose to advance as one of the newest and youngest generations of leaders.
One of the things I don't know if you're aware of we have in our company is called a mentorship program. It assigns generally younger people to someone who has a little bit more experience, and that the role is to mentor that person. I would be privileged and honored if you would allow me to be your mentor.
Chris didn't stop at offering to be Jose's mentor. He promised to provide Jose with everything he needed so that he could become one of the youngest franchise owners.
When the time comes and you're qualified and you're ready to start that process, you can count on the first $25,000 coming from me.
I feel like this is a dream right now. I'm pretty shocked. I'm only 19, and this is the biggest thing that happened in my life ever.
Arlene from Bright Star Care.
You always want to start with the eyes. You have lotion.
Cocoa butter.
I don't want you ashy. You know me and ash don't mix. Let's get some lotion on you if you want to do that while I go empty this bucket.
Okay, can I put lotion on you? Okay.
Yes, baby.
Okay.
Don't have to be that thick.
Oh,
That's thick. What you gonna do, fry me?
well, I'll just work it around.
Shelly's son, co-founder and CEO of Bright Star Care, posed as an employee in her home care franchise company to check if they were performing up to the standards she and her husband set when they founded the company. Shelly started working at one of their facilities with the certified nursing assistant, Arlene.
Sure, a very attractive girl, really.
Thank you.
You're a lady.
I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Mr. Gray was adorable in his personality.
We're gonna leave Mr. Gray over here by Miss Mikasa.
It felt very gratifying to be able to do something for him as simple as combing his hair and blow drying his hair. I mean, it felt good and doing something for him that he might not be able to do for himself.
Throughout the day, Shelley started to gain more of an appreciation for the service they give to those under their care. During the facility's downtime, Shelley and Arlene got the opportunity to talk. Arlene revealed that she was a single mother to a daughter she had when she was a teenager. Along with that, she had also experienced various hardships in her life.
That must have been so hard.
It was. My daughter's dad passed away. He got killed by a drunk driver. After that, it's just like a lot of people take that and don't do anything. I don't like when people give me credit for the things that I've been through. I'd rather them give me credit for the things I accomplished.
Despite everything she'd gone through, Arlene maintained a positive mindset and told Shelley about what she wanted to achieve. Shelley was amazed by what she saw and learned about Arlene throughout the day she spent with her. At the big reveal, she complimented the young woman and rewarded her for her dedicated service to the company.
I can't imagine having a daughter at such a young age, and you guys don't get to spend much time together. I'd like to send you and your daughter for a week-long vacation to a family theme park. Pay for your airfare. Maybe you guys can get away and have some fun.
In addition to giving Arlene the opportunity to spend more time with her daughter, Shelley also provided her the path she needed to achieve all of her ambitions.
When you're ready, we are actually starting a second brand, the Antioch territory, which is where you live and where you're working. I have made arrangements so that that territory could be your franchise. Franchise fees $47,500. That's my contribution, and I will work with you to try to secure financing.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Joe from Belfour. Sheldon was assigned to work with Joe, who thrust him right into the thick of things.
Oh, yeah.
Though Sheldon had nothing but the utmost admiration for Joe, he didn't like his employees' attention to be divided between multiple jobs. Later, when Sheldon revealed who he was to Joe, he made his employee an offer that ensured that Joe would no longer need to do that.
I know you've been with us a
Henry from Roto-Rooter.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What was your problem?
The sewer was running out of drain out of the bathtub.
Right, and everything was going underneath your house.
Yeah.
President and CEO of Roto-Rooter, Rick Aquila, donned a disguise to start working for his plumbing company and get a deeper understanding of how they could improve their operations. Rick starts working with the field technician, Henry. They go on a house call at an old ladies' home in New Orleans.
Okay, now the bathroom is coming from that way. Take this light and see if you can shine down into that cast iron piece right there. Come on now.
I'm got
it. Like an old man there.
There's no lid on it.
There's no
Looks
lid?
Like it's broken off.
Good.
Rick quickly learned how hard the job was as Henry put him right to work assessing the damage to the house. When they finished their assessment, they found out that the customer didn't have the funds to pay for the repairs. What Henry did next shocked Rick.
Normally this is about $1,200 job. I'm going to do all I can here to make sure she's okay. Can you do 5?
At first, I was taken aback by Henry's giving such an extreme discount, but I thought about it and I realized Henry works on commission, so he was taking money out of his own pocket.
Henry's genuine act of empathy touched Rick. When they finished with their work, Henry shared that his day wasn't done as he still had to run a basketball practice for a team he coaches. He invited Rick to come along.
What kind of a time commitment does Henry have to make to this?
4 nights during the week.
Why do you think he does it?
He just loves children. He could work all day on his job, go pick up the children that need a ride, coach.
That's kind of a pain in the rear end, though.
Well, we do what we have to do.
Rick was impressed by how much Henry gave to others on a daily basis. When it was time to reveal his true identity, Rick commended Henry for how selfless he was. Rick made sure to give Henry what he needed to continue the good deeds he does.
My heart went out to you watching you coach, because you're the most selfless person I know. So, I'm not happy about the way you and your wife have to go back and forth and find transportation for those kids. The company's going to give you a 15-person van to take all those kids to practice.
The van would have probably been enough of a help to Henry, but Rick didn't stop there. He continued pouring on gifts, ensuring that Henry's life would change from that day forward.
How about a promotion? Gonna make you a field supervisor, first level manager in Roto-Rooter. Gonna give you a raise.
Thank you.
John from Mood Media.
This is far out of my comfort zone as I could possibly be.
How are you? Good. Going to give you a little bit of job training, the sound system installation.
In Season 4, Episode 6 of the show, Mood Media CEO Lauren Abney posed as a new employee of his company to meet the people who work hard every day and learn from them how they can keep growing. Lauren goes to work as an installer at Moe's Southwest Grill location in Long Island, New York. This is where he meets John, a fellow installer who's in charge of his training.
All right, so why don't you go right in, spin it around, keep that centered, start on your line. Generally like to keep like maybe a little bit on the outside of the line. Take your time.
I usually sit in a nice, comfortable board chair, and certainly not with a knife.
All right, getting to the end, good.
My hole's a little small.
Obviously, it's not right on. This should hopefully go right in.
Lauren had zero experience in the work required of an installer, so he made mistakes. But John patiently guides him through his training. As they continued with their day, Lauren got to know John on a personal level.
Got 3 wonderful children. 25-year-old, 23-year-old. She's getting married next month.
Congratulations. Daughter going on a honeymoon?
Yeah, I've been saving for about 3 months now. She asked if I could be the one to help. He wants to go to Hawaii.
John is a family man. He loves his children. You can see how much he still wants to take care of them, and I really respect that.
Lauren was gaining more and more respect for John. He also learned from his dedicated employee that there were some shortcomings in the operations of the company that sometimes made the job more difficult than it should be.
My biggest complaints through the years is how certain jobs weren't visited by people that sell them, and they won't know if it's like push-up tile, sheetrock, certain situations. Well, they'll expect us to put a speaker like this or the concrete ceiling.
At the end of his training day, Lauren had nothing but admiration for John. He made sure that John felt that when it was time to reveal who he really was. Lauren made sure that John would have the influence he needed to make a difference in the company and made the benefits rain.
I was touched by the integrity of your character. I would like to offer you supervising engineer. Don't sell a job that isn't completely spec'd out. You're going to save us a lot of money. I want to make your life a little bit easier. I want to give you $40,000.
Extremely generous.
Diane from ADT.
In Knoxville, Tennessee, in one of our 6 alarm monitoring centers. When you get 19 million calls a year, you have to be on your toes. Every call is a call for help. I want to make sure I don't mess this up. Hi, I'm James.
So are you the contestant? Diane, nice to meet you. Have a seat right here.
Thanks.
Tony Wells, the Chief Marketing and Customer Officer of ADT, went undercover at his security company to see their day-to-day operations from the eyes of an employee. Tony starts his new job at one of the company's alarm monitoring centers in Knoxville, Tennessee. He's put under the guidance of the emergency dispatch operator, Diane.
Right now, we're waiting for somebody to trip their alarm. If they have a true emergency, don't panic. Stay calm. Okay? Okay, so here's us an alarm. This is a medical alarm.
Diane trained Tony in how to handle customer calls and gave him pointers on how to act in certain situations. When she felt that Tony was ready, she let him take some calls.
Say that with a reminder for us to test for you to test your system.
Ma'am, that was the reminder for you to test your system monthly. Thanks.
Try to refrain from thanks. Say thank you. Because thanks is like my kid would say, thank Mom. You know, thank you sounds better.
Diane was a great mentor, continually giving tips to Tony so he could give the best service possible to their customers.
Mom's fell in the drive in the ambulance. Somebody's going to have to.
Okay, we'll get an ambulance out right away, ma'am.
This is Diane with ADT calling in a medical alarm at a residence.
We'll get help on the way.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. The ambulance is on the way.
It's just like bam, 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 making it happen. She's a rock star.
Through learning from Diane, Tony gained more of an appreciation for the impact they could potentially have in saving people's lives. At the big reveal, Tony rewarded Diane with life-changing opportunities and gifts.
We want you to be a representative of all the emergency dispatch operators in North America.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
I'd like to give you $10,000 as an education fund for your family. We're also going to give you $15,000 for all your hard work, your commitment to the company.
Thank you.
Shelley from Bright Star Care.
Press in till you feel like a bump, something moving.
It's in there.
The longer it takes, the more my heart pounds, and all I can hear is my heart.
In Season 2, Episode 21 of the show, co-founder and CEO of Bright Star Care, Shelley's son, went undercover in her home care franchise company. Her intention was to find out if the level of care that they were offering was up to their standards. Shelley set out to achieve her mission as she began working with a licensed practical nurse, Lisa.
You're feeling for muscle strength to make sure that they're equal.
Oh, he's strong. Very good. Very good.
Well, Ed, we are done with what I need to do for the paperwork.
You're more than welcome. Anytime.
Shelley wasn't as proficient as she ideally should have been at what they were doing, but Lisa's presence provided her encouragement and valuable advice. She was already learning to admire Lisa and even expressed that she would have wanted someone like Lisa beside her father when he passed away. When they were on their way to the next patient's home, Shelley inquired about Lisa's family.
My husband and I both lost our jobs. We haven't had a vacation since we got married. We went to Cancun. I couldn't have asked for a better wedding, but the kids weren't there.
Shelley found out that Lisa was struggling to take care of her large family. The CEO was touched that Lisa chose to stay with Brightstar despite not getting the best pay. Shelley looked to reward Lisa for her dedicated service during the big reveal.
When you got married 4 years ago, the kids weren't able to be there, and that was your only regret. I went to send you back to Cancun for a redo-over of your vows with you and your husband, all 6 of your kids, and your 2 grandchildren.
Shelley had already bestowed an amazingly generous gift on Lisa, but the boss didn't want to stop with just making her happy. Shelley wanted to make sure that her prized employee was taken care of from that moment on.
You're a worrier. We talked about your husband's getting ready to get laid off, that while you're away, I'm gonna pay as though you were working a 40-hour week, and for the next 6 months, we're gonna pay your mortgage.
I can't say thank you enough.
Stephen from Diamond Resorts International.
Pull on that pipe in just a second. You don't see any flames, do you? No flame. Good. Hot though. Here we go. I got it. No, I got it. I was ready. Right on.
Boom, fire. Had to grab that extinguisher.
Stephen Klubeck, the chairman and CEO of Diamond Resorts International, posed as a new employee of his vacation ownership and timeshare company. He wanted to get a look behind the curtain and learn what really contributed to their success. Stephen entered into a repairman position at one of their resorts, where the veteran repairman Randy was tasked with training him.
Crap, dude. What? I clamped it. You smashed the heck out of it. What do you want? You told me to do that. No, I told you to pull it up. You said grab it. You remember that fire? I remember that. I jumped on that fire. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Okay, well, so I smashed it at the same time. That's okay. So I just blew it.
Stephen had zero experience with the line of work he just started, so he was causing trouble for Randy. However, Randy was understanding and patiently mentored Stephen despite his shortcomings. As the day continued, Stephen and Randy got to know each other on a personal level.
How much did they owe you?
About $240,000.
So you have to go back to work.
That's what we're doing.
So is your wife working too?
She's a teacher, but she's working at Home Depot. She's took a second job there. I get another job also. I work UPS unloading trucks in the mornings.
You have 2 jobs?
Oh yeah. Trying to get things back in order.
Randy revealed to Stephen that he used to own a successful business that was forced to file for bankruptcy. Learning about what happened to Randy deeply affected Stephen because he had grown to respect his dedicated employee. The CEO decided that he wanted to make a huge difference in Randy's life, and he did just that when it came time to reveal his true identity.
What's your mortgage?
About $150,000 probably.
$150,000?
Yeah.
You told me about that bad business deal you made, and you're hurting. So I'm going to pay off the mortgage. Diamond Resorts is going to take care of that. You taught me so much, and I'm going to give you $50,000 in cash.
Jose from Mastech.
This will provide is transformer with power. Just kidding, man. How was it? You guys scared?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get them back.
Mastech CEO Jose Mas donned a disguise to start working in his company that is one of the leading builders of telecommunication and energy systems in the U.S. Jose began his new job alongside a pair of brothers, Kelvin and Alex. The brothers had a very playful attitude, making jokes and teasing Jose as they did their tasks.
Don't be nervous, man. It's like what, $10,000, $20,000? Yeah. You gotta work fast.
He's sensitive, man. Like a doctor. Yeah. Remind me of my dentist, dude.
Jose was moving slower than what was expected. Instead of getting angry and calling him out like the other superiors might do, the brothers poked fun at Jose and kept the atmosphere light. They were building a camaraderie with each other, so Jose asked them questions to learn more about them.
Coming from the Dominican Republic, a hard life. I don't know if you know, third world country. It's poor, man. We came here when we were like 10 years old.
10 years old.
He was 10. We were young.
And I didn't know no English.
Coming from the Dominican Republic to start a new life is amazing.
Kelvin and Alex opened up to Jose, telling him about their tough life and their aspirations. Jose felt a connection with them as his parents went through similar circumstances to provide their family with the life he's currently enjoying. Later, Jose asked to meet with the brothers. He quickly got to work on correcting the issues that they pointed out to him.
We're going to work on getting you guys the tools that you need to make the jobs as best as you can. I don't think you guys had an opportunity to finish your lineman school and get your license. My commitment today to you is I'm going to pay for both of you to get your lineman certificate.
Jose felt personally invested in Kelvin and Alex, He wanted to ensure that they advanced in their careers and gained the success that they deserved. In addition, Jose gave the brothers an amazing gift.
Big believer in education, so we have a scholarship fund, and next year I want to have a special scholarship called the Duran Brothers Scholarship. And I want you guys to pick one kid, a Hispanic kid in Fort Myers, and give him $25,000 towards their college education on behalf of you so that you guys can change somebody's life.
Mike from DirecTV.
Thank you for calling DirecTV. My name is Tom.
Right.
How are you today, sir?
It's not a sir.
Ma'am, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to place you on a brief hold. I was so into my little opening spiel. I just said sir, and it was a ma'am.
CEO of DirecTV, Mike White, chose to go incognito into his multi-channel video programming distributor company. He wanted to connect with his employees and learn from them what they needed to do to further refine their operations. Mike started as an entry-level employee at one of his company's call centers, where he was put under the tutelage of Chloe.
Get channel 204.
Are you getting any kind of severe weather in your area, thunderstorms or anything? No.
Watching the golf, and it stopped.
I totally understand that.
You know what?
No. Just give me one moment here. Chloe was there typing literally almost word for word what to say.
Due to a lack of experience, Mike was stumbling through his words as he talked to a frustrated customer on the phone. Thankfully, Chloe was there to guide him, so he was able to get through the call without making a mess of things. But he gained a renewed appreciation for just how difficult the call center job could be. Later in the day, Mike and Chloe went on their lunch break. Mike took the opportunity to get to know his employee better.
You normally work Sundays?
Yeah. I have school on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You're doing this to pay for the tuition, or?
I had a scholarship, but that one's already ran out. I'm a political science major because when I was younger, I actually was in foster care for about over a year. I just wanted to make sure that whatever career I go into, I'm able to give back because I feel like, I've come out of so much.
Chloe's story and goals resonated with Mike. He was impressed by how she remained positive and focused on achieving her dreams despite not being in the best of circumstances. At the big reveal, Mike let Chloe know just how much she had inspired him during their day together.
You are so positive. You're still going to school and you're working a full-time job. That's not easy.
It's not.
I've been so inspired by you. I want to create a DirecTV scholarship program. You're going to be the first to get a scholarship for up to $10,000 towards your schooling next year.
The scholarship would have been more than enough to help Chloe, but Mike wanted to make an even grander gesture. He offered her a life-changing opportunity.
I know what it's like to live with a dad and to live without one. You've had to live your whole life without one. Yeah. I'd like to help and mentor you in any way I can. You're an incredibly talented person who has an amazing future ahead of you. I'd like to meet with you a couple times a year to try and give you whatever advice I can.
Kevin from Norwegian Cruise Line.
Close? I see paint shipping over here. That looks pretty good now. Unfortunately, I had to do 3/4 of the work myself.
Kevin Sheehan, the president and CEO of Norwegian Cruise Line, went undercover in his company to find out what they needed to improve on to keep the ship running smoothly. Kevin went to Hawaii to work on one of the company's ships. He was assigned to train under the deck repairman, John.
All the drips, so I don't have to wipe them up later. I'm gonna have you do that. Now that drip down there, even though it was me, you're cleaning it up. And we don't want to put too much on. Do them right the first time 100%. Because it'll be 3 years later before you get called back to do the same job.
John put in a lot of effort to make the ship look as nice as it could be. He preached to Kevin about the importance of doing their job correctly. John took note of every little detail and didn't hesitate to point out Kevin's mistakes, even if it was his first day. When they had a chance to take a break, Kevin and John spoke about their personal lives.
If I didn't get involved in shipping, I never would have met my wife. Right. I wouldn't be having a show.
You're living your dream.
Like so many people do.
It's heartwarming to see that we have crew members who are here because they love to be here.
John had completely left behind his previous life to pursue his dream job on the ship. This level of dedication touched Kevin and gave him confidence that the ship was in good hands. When it was time for John to find out who Kevin really was, the CEO commended the excellent job the repairman was doing. He also made sure to let John feel how much he was appreciated.
I know you're expecting a beautiful daughter, and you're really excited to get your wife. And once your daughter's born, bring the three to New York, get you to spend some time with your family.
Kevin didn't hesitate to reward John for all his efforts. However, he didn't stop there. The boss kept on giving to his model employee.
Also like to then send the three of you, along with your parents, on a cruise out of New York and give you the opportunity to spend some real quality time together.
That would mean the world to my mother and father.
Sometimes great bosses create unforgettable moments. Click now to see the best reveal moments on Undercover Boss.